We are delighted to be sponsoring the 2024 Diversified Farm of the Year Award at the Scottish Agricultural Awards. Today we're heading over to the beautiful Isle of Arran, visiting last year's winner Kenneth Bone and his family at Glenkiln farm, who were also crowned the Champion of Champions, taking the top prize last year. Kenny and his family continue to develop what is really an outstanding diversified farming business, which is really rooted in supporting the local community over on Arran.
Family have been farming here since 1911. I took over from my father and I've been farming it with my wife Eleanor and 3 children who have other jobs, but they come in and help me through the various diversifications that we've done on the farm. On this farm we have 80 Aberdeen Angus cattle, and it's all spring calving, and on the hills here we have 500 hill ewes, and we've got 100 ewes in by, mainly blackface and cheviot as well. And we grow spring barley here. We try and be as self-sufficient as we can on Arran. We grow our own barley and straw for bedding. Diversification was actually some grazing liveries we did, and then from there we converted an old barn into stables to do stabling. From there, next project was converting old farm buildings and barns into residential houses for letting. Built 8 residential lets, and we had other farm workers' cottages which we have upgraded, and we've got local families in all of these houses now. We then embarked on a hydro project. 2012 we get planning consent to build a 500 kilowatt hydroelectric station on the farm here in Arran. So we produce about 12% of the island's energy from the farm. We've also just been granted a grid connection for a solar farm, and working in conjunction with Arran Community Renewables to do that. It's a 20-acre site in the field just behind me here. 2018 we built an indoor riding school. We're doing it on behalf of the local Arran Riding for Disabled, RDA. That was completed in 2020, but unfortunately COVID struck, so we didn't actually open it until 2022, when we had our first group of horse riders coming in, which has been supported by the Arran Riding Club, and they also do dog agility classes in that as well. Looking further ahead, we're aiming to do concerts and markets as well, so it's an ongoing project. 2016 we got the opportunity of buying a local pub and restaurant, so I did that along with 2 pals of mine. It was a local pub. It gone into administration. The idea was to keep a tenant in there and have the tenant run it for us. But again, due to COVID, we lost our tenant, and one of my partners and I took the running of the pub on ourselves. And from there we're working with the North Ayrshire Council and a local group to try and establish a marina on Arran, and the preferred site is in Lamlash, which is a very sheltered bay, as you can see behind me, so it's an ideal place for boats to come in. Step ashore is what we're aiming for. So another project I'm working on is I'm actually a director of the Arran Development Trust, which is providing affordable housing for local people on Arran. So you'll see over my shoulder a site down there. We've built 18 houses down there for private rent for local families again. There is an allocation point system whereby if you're working on Arran and living in Arran, or even been offered a job to come and work in Arran, you'd be eligible for one of these houses. I'm passionate about the community of Arran. I think I got involved as a director of Visit Arran in 2007, and then in 2011 I became interim chairman. But that interim chairmanship lasted for 10 years, and from there formed the Arran Economic Group, and then that grew into the Arran Development Trust. So I've always been passionate about Arran and trying to keep young people on Arran. So many of our diversifications have involved me undertaking people to do feasibility studies, and SAC have been great in that respect. Cara Craig, who was with SAC in Ayr, she did the feasibility study for our indoor riding arena. That enabled us to get some grant funding to do that, because the study showed that there was no facility like it on the island. Alex Perry from SAC has helped us do feasibility studies, and with our environmental schemes. We've got many environmental schemes on Glenkiln and our other farms that Alec has helped us with. So way back before our hydro was built, the agricultural college helped us do a feasibility study in hydro way back in the 90s. I would thoroughly recommend getting in touch. It's I like to think I'm surrounding myself with people know a lot better than I do. So after speaking to some people, they said, you should put your name forward. I was a bit reluctant to put my own name forward, but we did, and I'm very proud of what we've achieved at Glenkiln, just with the various diversifications, and with input. I couldn't have done it without the family input, because every time we thought of another project, we thought, well, who's going to run it and who's going to start it? So that allowed the children and my wife coming in behind me, supporting me. I was able to get the time and the ability to do that. So I would certainly recommend that anybody that's thinking about entering, just to bite the bullet and get your application in, and who knows what happens. And look what happened to us. It's brilliant. If there's one tip I would like to give anybody that's thinking about entering the ward, is that surround yourself with people who know a lot more about things than you do. I would say that was imperative. As I've discussed earlier, we've used the college a lot, and nearly every project we've done, the college have been involved. Even with house diversifications, it was the building department at Auchincruive at the time that came up with the designs for the renovations of these. So yeah, you can't do it on your own, you need help.